Hey there, this is Marissa with Marissa Moments Podcast, Healing While I Heal, where I share my real life stories and their healing translations. So let's just get straight into it. So, I won't say the other day, but consistently in my life, there are like certain events and occurrences, occasions, however you want to look at it, where, we have get-togethers and all this type of thing. And then you kind of just feel and feed into the energy and you get super excited, right? And to the point where you start making plans for the next thing, where you're like, oh, this is great. We need to get together again. We should make this a occurring thing, a reoccurring thing, right? You're just like, hold on. Now, I always have made it awkward, right? Because I am that person that will whip out the calendar. Like, don't promise me a good time and then not come through, right? Because I'm like, I actually have next Tuesday open at 12 o'clock. How's your schedule looking? Tuesday doesn't work. Cool. Let's talk about next weekend. Let's pencil something in. Let's get it down. This is just a light pencil in, and we'll do a confirmation down the road, right? Because I like to be organized, right? It's part of my controlling personality as well. Let's just be honest. But there we have it, right? I will make tangible plans. So don't play with me, right? I'm not the 1, 2, or 3. Anyway, so we have these events and occurrences or meetups or whatever it is. And then we always want to make these like little false plans because, again, we're just surfing the wave of that energy high, right? And we're like, yeah, let's do all the things. That was my mouth because, I need donations for sound effects. Anyway, let's keep going. So the thing of it is, I've noticed that I'm not doing that anymore. Now, let me get this clear. I definitely have the temptation to do it. And quite often, where I'm like, oh, we should invite them. And initially, I actually verbalized it to my husband and be like, we should extend an invitation. And then he, we always have that moment, that little lull period where it's like, okay, are we going to? Yes, no, maybe, perhaps. And that's usually the just enough time for me to be like, you know what, on second thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think that would be a good idea at all. And I think I was just surfing the high of the moment. So anyway, like I was saying, I don't do that anymore. Now I'm not even checking in with my husband to say, okay, let's invite so-and-so. No, I just do the check-ins with myself. And I'm like, Marissa, why do you want to invite them? Why do you want to extend this invitation? Is it just because you're surfing the high of the moment? Or is it because this is actually what you want to do? Are you going to live in a world and realm of regret just by extending yourself, overextending yourself? Confirmation. Ooh, double confirmation. In a way that you're going to instantaneously regret in the moments where you actually have to prepare to, like, I don't know, leave the house or prepare the house for more company, right? So I said all that to say this. It's a part of the healing process, right? Things that we do sometimes it's just because we're so hypersensitive that we're pulling on other people's energy, or we're just merging with the energies of the moment, and it kind of causes us to do things that we wouldn't typically do. So instead, as we work on our healing, we also work on these parts of ourselves that feel like maybe I'm just extending myself to make that other person happy. Maybe I'm just extending myself because I want to seem like the good guy in the situation and circumstance, right? Now, maybe you do want to extend an invitation, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're in that healing process, in that healing pocket, if you will, then that gives you enough time to actually consider all alternate, options. So that's it. Just keep healing, and then you're going to become more and more authentic. Doesn't mean you're not going to be down to party. It just means you're going to think twice about accepting the invitation or extending it. And that's it. So if this message resonates in, that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening, and I wish you the very, very best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to check me out on all of social media. I'm basically everywhere you probably shouldn't be. But when you look me up, make sure you look up Marissa Moments, and that is Marissa with one S because there is only one me. So until next time, happy healing.